God, y'all. What episode is it? It's episode 69. A long time,
Hey.
first time movie review is here, so you know who had to return for episode 69. I can't believe Tato's missing out on 69. But he's taking care of some Tato business here, so I'm joined here by two awesome people. Oh, shit, where'd the other one go? All right, Jacob Barber's here, though. Jacob, how you doing?
Wait, what was the
Yeah.
third person?
I guess I'll suffice.
I was with you, I guess.
Oh.
I am doing well. I've actually watched new to me movies recently, so I can actually be a part of this.
Hey, Brandon, the original co-host, so he left me, just like Tato left me tonight. How you doing?
I'm good. I haven't watched a movie in forever, and I thought I agreed to be on this show yesterday, so I made sure to watch a bunch of movies, and then I realized I never actually confirmed with Jordan that we were going to do it yesterday. So now, luckily, I'm on it today. And I have 4 movies, but I'll pick 3. Actually, I have 5 movies, but I'll pick 3.
Hey, you'll have to come back another time then. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, ha, ha, he, hoo, hoo. Jacob, what'd you see recently?
Oh, do I want to? Let's go like my favorite of the 3 to my least favorite of the 3. I like to start off on a high note.
I do that too. Spoilers.
So Sound of Metal. Recently watched Sound of Metal. We were doing some Oscar drafts, so I checked out Sound of Metal. And man, am I a little bummed that I waited so long to watch this movie. Riz Ahmed plays a drummer and starts to lose his hearing, and so it's just about like the process of him like dealing with that, and then also trying to find steps and ways to get his hearing back. And I thought it was really interesting, the relationship between him and his girlfriend, whose name I forget off the top of my head.
Olivia Cook.
Yeah, Lou is the character name. Olivia Cook. Yeah. I thought they had really good chemistry. Except for at the end. The end is a little weird for me. I'm not a big fan of the ending, which is going to bring my score down just a little bit. But I love the music. I love how, like, this in the beginning of the movie, the sound, like, it seems to be like another character, and then throughout the movie, it's interesting the way they use sound. I guess in a movie called Sound of Metal. Yeah, I like the character growth that Riz Ahmed goes through, living in this just this deaf house. So yeah, I understand why it was nominated for all the Oscars. I don't know if, you know, in a normal year, because this is a 2020 release, how good it does, but I still think even in a normal year it deserves all the nominations that it received. Yeah, I don't know what Riz Ahmed has done lately, but I'd like to see him get more leading stuff, because I think he's a really good, leading actor. I thought he was fantastic in this. So yeah, I'm glad you did the Oscar drafts, and it gave me a reason to finally put this up on the top of my watch list, because I've been curious about it, but just for whatever reason never turned it on. I really enjoyed it.
How many stars?
Oh, I gave it a 4.5.
Brandon, thoughts on Sound of Metal?
Yeah, this movie's amazing. I also forgot the ending, so that doesn't bring it down for me at all, because I just remember the good parts of this movie. So that's good. But no, I really like this movie. I agree. I don't know why we don't see more of Riz Ahmed. Like, he had like a time where like he crushed it. Maybe he was like bad in Venom, or like just like Venom didn't do good. I don't know, but like, which was right
Venom
before
was
this.
first.
But he got nominated and then just kind of disappeared.
This is after Venom.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he did that, but then this was probably filmed before. I don't know what happened. I don't know how things work. But he seems like the type of guy who just wants to do his own things. And like, I see like he has like a bunch of like rap albums that he made into movies that he has. But he's in Digger coming up this year. So, and he was in Phoenician Scheme last year. So hopefully we see more like leading Riz Ahmed, because he's really, really good. And I'm also at 4.5. I think this movie is great. And I love the use of sound or lack. Actually, one of my favorite things is like the use of sound and lack of use of sound is really, really good. I wanted this to get nominated, not just him getting nominated. Oh yeah, one for best.
We're losing you.
Best
We're
film
losing
editing.
you.
Well, it's ironic that I'm talking about how it won for best sound, and I'm losing my sound, so that's cool.
It was,
actually,
it was just a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually have not
Stick your ears.
I actually have not seen this here. But yeah, no. Speaking of Riz Ahmed, I think he's just done a lot of like smaller movies since then. He's been in Mogul Mowgli, The Long Goodbye, Encounters, Demi, Fingernails, which I did not like. When he was in Relay last year, Small Part of the Phoenician
Oh
Scheme.
yeah, people like that. Yeah.
And so Digger's coming out, and then he was one of the main voice actors in Nimona. Probably it's his biggest movie actually since that of Phoenician Scheme.
He has a
Brandon,
TV show, I think, on Amazon that's supposed to be that people are excited about coming out that he wrote and directed. So check that out. Maybe we'll talk about it in June.
I won't. Also, we'll talk next in July. Brennan.
Yeah.
This is where you talk about the movie you saw.
Oh, I forgot how this works. What am I allowed to do anymore? I don't remember the rule. Can I talk about The Bride?
No, stop it. Stop it.
But it came out in 1935.
Wait, are you really doing that?
Yeah, I watched The Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay. Hey.
I know the rules. Come on. Bit. Yeah, I watched The Bride of Frankenstein because I heard that The Bride's bad. So I watched one movie that I heard was good. But unlike The Bride, this doesn't have the bride in it. Fun fact. I don't know why it was called this movie. She shows up with 3 minutes left of the film. So that was kind of weird. But I'm guessing it was some type of marketing ploy. Like, oh, Frankenstein has a chick now. But besides that, this movie actually is great. I love going back and watching like the classic ones. I know there's a lot of crap back then probably. But watching like the classic films, Boris Karloff is so good in this. It looks great. The sets are well designed because they had to. Just the special effects are actually surprisingly good. There's a part where like little people are shrunk down and it looks really, really good until they kind of zoom out. It looks a little wonky, but like when they do the close-up shots, it looks great. The acting, there's some over-the-top stuff, but this movie is pretty funny. It does a good job of like, it kind of brings a little humor. It's a little lighter than the previous one. You got to see Frankenstein be a little bit more. You got to see him smoke cigars and drink wine and kind of bro out with the homies a little bit more in this one. And but it works without being overly goofy and overly silly. It works, but then it ties back in. I love how they kind of like it was kind of like the whole point was like even in the opening credits they go The Bride ? They like hide it to see like you don't know who it's gonna be. And then it does kind of feel a little bit like a gimmick, that part, but majority of this movie is about Frankenstein learning what it means to be alive, learning what it means to be dead, and kind of balancing those two things and kind of dealing with the ramifications of how people treat him and everything. So I thought that was great. I thought Boris Karloff was amazing. I wish we saw to see a little bit more of The Bride. Actually looked it up. This is the only time The Bride of Frankenstein actually shows up on screen in any of the original Universal monsters. It's like not until Helena Bonham Carter plays her, I believe, does she show up again, which is kind of crazy to think about. That one, just with her hair and that one image of her is just kind of stood out. But yeah, I thought this was great. I thought it was funny. I thought it was sad. I liked the ending. I love it a lot. Just wish there was a little bit more interaction between the two, but I can see why people love this movie. I gave it 4 stars. I think this is just a classic for a reason. I enjoy it more than the first one, actually.
Never seen it, Jacob.
I love The Bride of Frankenstein. This is a yearly October watch for me. I agree with everything you said. I'm just a little bit higher. I gave it a 4.5 actually. I love this movie. So simple.
Well, I'll see your horror movie and I'll give you a different one. Found Saw Sinister for the first time a few weeks ago, or this week. Why I say a few weeks? That's a lot. But recently with Ethan Hawke here, who's an author, moves into the house that has had some deadly things happen previously. some mysterious tapes are dropped off. He sees gruesome images because he's looking for that next big scoop, that big great novel. Doesn't share with the cops and kind of tries to try to figure this out himself here. This is the first collaboration between Scott Derrickson and Hawk. Of course, they would later on do the Black Phone movies with each other. So this is their first pairing, and I dug it. I'm surprised I didn't get to it earlier because I like that pairing. I've liked Black Phone since it first came out here. Hawk's really good here. We're walking a good line of, you can tell he's a good dad and a good husband to a degree, but also at the same time putting his family at risk because, he has that strive to be, good at his job and had the next big novel here as well. R.I.P. James Ransone, who also was in Black Phone.
I love that guy.
Yeah, no, and he's fun in here. He's the first cop that meets him, doesn't like him because, he can also kind of mess up sometimes the detective work. But he's the cop. Ransone's the cop that's like, I could be your guy who you kind of credit in the book is helping you. So he has a couple nice scenes as well. There's also really some good stuff between him and his wife too. Some of their back and forth, and she doesn't of course know where they're living at first. Some Skype sessions with Vincent D'Onofrio. He doesn't get to do much other than kind of give some dialogue via Skype, but it's always fun seeing him here. And yeah, just good tension moments here. Some stuff in the second half maybe doesn't work as well, although I do like the finale as well here. So pretty good, kind of like just like Black Phone. If you like Black Phone, but not saying it's like those necessarily, just other than horror and Hawk and the director. But 3.5 stars. So this is a pretty decent watch here. I dug this one. Jacob, thoughts on Sinister?
I have not seen it, but if I was given random tapes like that and I saw the first one and they were messed up, I don't know that I'd be watching the rest of them.
But there might be like an early 90s Monday Night Raw on one of them. You never know.
I'm watching Brett versus Sean in ladder match from 92 right now in the background. Ever seen Sinister?
Oh no, now someone's getting decapitated. What is this tape? It's just New Jack clips. I have not seen this. I've played Alec in trivia, but I have not seen this movie. Gordon, is this the scariest movie we've ever seen?
Yeah. But it does work.
Have you seen that they've like ran the test and they've like determined that based off of the people they tested, this was like the scariest movie ever made? There was a study done with like heart rate.
I'm just jaded. I'm jaded. I don't know. I do think it works. I will say I do give it credit here. Maybe because I also knew a couple of like the gags, or not gags, but like some of the funny hanging from a tree. But I knew like a couple of things kind of going in, like some of the horrible sights as well. They show a little bit of in that trailer, but I think it does work, and it's shot where it shows you also just enough in a way too. I think it's smart. Like it gets bloody at times, but also holds back at times in the right ways. Jacob, what else you see?
So I saw a little movie. This one was just a random watch. I was scrolling through Netflix, and this was in like the 90-minute films category. It's called Animal Factory from the year 2000. It's directed by Steve Buscemi, who has a small role in it as well. But it stars Willem Dafoe and Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong is this young man in jail for drugs, and he was just, I think he was just caught with it. I think it's explained in the beginning, but it's not explained.
It wasn't mine. I was holding it
extremely well. So like he ends up getting a bigger sentence than he probably should have. So he's sentenced to 5 years in jail. And that's when he befriends Willem Dafoe's character, Earl. Yeah, Earl is his name. And they develop a friendship, and he kind of takes him under his wing and kind of shows him, the ropes and kind of takes him. So he's like a little, protected. I think, your typical jail movie, stick with me, kid, and you'll be okay. I said Steve Buscemi's got a small role. Tom Arnold's in it. He's got a small role. He just randomly shows up. Mickey Rourke, which I didn't know that was Mickey Rourke at first. Who else? Danny Trejo's in this. It's got a pretty decent cast. And so John Hurd plays his dad, Edward Furlong's dad. He was not in it much, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna do what I can to get you out, and then shows up and he's like, I want to give you pictures. Can I give him these pictures? No, you can't have these pictures. All right, and then he never comes back and visits him again. And then Willem Dafoe and Edward Furlong make plans to escape. You can see whether or not that happens. But yeah, it was a nice little watch. I don't know if I'd ever go back to it, but it was worth checking out at least once. I think the performances are good enough. Steve Buscemi's directing is good enough. So yeah, I think I ended up giving it a 3.5. Because Letterboxd doesn't do like 0.25s. Like if I could do a 3.25 on Letterboxd, I would have.
Oh, you're like, being silly. Stop.
I'm like because it's not.
Stop.
It's not. No, I'm not gonna stop. This is my rating system, not yours.
No, but then come on. Like I like the 0.5 stars, but like I'd give it a 3.2, maybe a 3.3. I don't know about a 3.5. Come on.
No, like I'm not doing like the 3.3. Like it's a 3.25. It's like somewhere in between a 3 and a 3.
Quarter stars. Quarter stars for everything.
You need another. Okay, Meltzer.
When Jordan cooks, he either puts 1 cup or 1.5 cups.
No, you can't. That's not a fair comparison. I get
it. It's 1 pump or 1. All right.
Brandon, have you seen Animal Factory?
I have not, but I do love some mid-90s prison movies. I need to watch some of those.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Pepperoni
Chris,
Factory.
have you seen Animal Factory?
I've seen Animal Crackers.
I have not seen Animal Factory. I didn't even know that was a Buscemi movie, so that's an ASAP question I would have had wrong. Brandon, what else did you see this week?
Are there any deals on Animal Crackers in the store this week?
I believe so. If you buy $12 worth of Animal Crackers or any other Christie cookies, you can get 5,000 PC Optimum points.
Brandon, what other movies did you see this week?
I don't remember. Vamp. Okay. I watched. Let's talk about that. I watched Fall. I saw it was on Netflix, so I've been meaning to catch this movie because I do love a one location trapped type of film. Haven't had any good ones in a while, so I was excited to see this one because I heard there was some good twists and turns, and there actually kind of was. I actually kind of really like this movie. Is it great? No. But it actually is more interesting than a lot of these. It does a good setup. They spend about, I would say, half the movie setting it up. So that's nice that they kind of set up like why she, was stopped climbing in the first place and why she had to go climb in the first place because she was sad about her husband and she wanted to break out of it and get back in the game. Jeffrey D. Morgan's great in it, even though it's only in like 2 scenes. And I thought they did a good job. It's shot really, really well. Like it really actually feels like you're up there, and it feels dangerous. And they do a good job, kind of framing everything and making it look like they're actually at the top of this giant tower. And it actually is pretty nerve-wracking throughout the film, which a lot of these movies aren't. It does lose it a little bit. It's not very long. It's how long is this movie? 107 minutes. It might have been even better down closer to 90, I would say, because you can only be stuck at you're at the top of a tower. You can only be stuck at the top of a tower for so much. But there's some pretty good twists in here. I was like, how do you do a twist in this movie? But some pretty good twists in here near the end of it that keep it interesting. The performances are good. You don't really like the characters. You feel okay for her. You kind of hate the friend, so there's not really that going for it. But, it's for a short, kind of stupid, silly, trapped in a single location movie. I thought it was pretty good. Fun fact, apparently a Fall 2 and a Fall 3 have already been greenlit. So they're going to make a bunch of these fucking things.
Keep falling.
Yeah, Fall 2. Keep falling. But I thought it was good. It's for what it is. Is it a masterpiece? No, but it's a good 3-star, kind of fun, little, short movie. But that has some good, like, oh shit, that was a cool moment. Oh shit factor moments in it. So I enjoyed it.
Cass, have you seen the Fall?
No, but I do remember seeing the trailer for this in a movie I did watch before, but I can't remember what. I remember like the idea of falling from that high just makes my heart skip a beat.
Yeah, they do a good job of like actually like you'll go like, oh shit, this is scary.
Yeah, no, I'll just say no. I'm pretty much with Brennan's review here. Yeah, I have it 3 stars myself here. You know, the trope works pretty well here. There are some real like hold your breath kind of moments here because you do feel like you're at the top of that place. I could even say like this movie might have even been in like a notch above too if I saw it in like a theater. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like it works even on like a nice TV, let alone like maybe if you're actually like in the dark at a theater.
Yeah,
I watched that. What's that fucking movie with the guy that walked across the Twin Towers? I watched that in IMAX, and I get that feeling a lot.
Yeah, so you definitely feel it here. So yeah, they use the trope well. Some twists and turns, maybe not totally necessary, but at the same time, you got to do something to fill out the time.
The big one was kind of cool. I liked it.
I'm iffy-ish on it, but I don't hate it. The director, by the way, has worked with Batista a couple of times, including on a movie called Heist with Jeffrey Dean Morgan and De Niro and Mark Paul Gosselaar and Maloney. And yeah, that's a crazy cast.
And it's 2 stars from Joy P.O.
I want to like it more. But his movie with Batista, The Final Score, I do recommend with Pierce Brosnan.
3 stars, but Jacob gave it 3.5.
Hey, but Jacob, we're talking about Fall. Have you seen Fall?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
You need Life Alert.
Hey, Chris, you seen any movies this week or recently? In a month, 2 months, 3 months?
I watched a match from the live streaming WWF experience from Toronto in 1996. It was Goldust versus Shawn Michaels in a ladder match.
How many stars?
A solid 3. It's in the Rhodes family. They're all 3-star generals.
All right, cool.
So if you watched a VHS tape and it was a person getting decapitated, but afterwards was an episode of WCW Monday Nitro, would you keep watching all the tapes?
If we're talking about when I would record myself playing GTA Vice City and then record Nitro afterward, yes.
So I watched Alan Partridge, sometimes subtitled Alpha Papa. This is a character that Steve Coogan has played for years on and off in one-man shows and short films. This is a broad feature here. His co-worker Kyle Meany takes the place hostage, and shenanigans do ensue, including at one point him completely losing his pants, amongst others. There's even a bit of a love triangle going on here that's played just for laughs. The way it kind of continues. Again, Coogan is what makes this work here. He's very funny. The character is not always the best, obviously, but that's what's fun about it here. There's some decent laughs throughout to where I don't know if I ever uproariously laughed, but I did smile and chuckle good enough to where it killed the time. If you like Coogan and that kind of British Coogan humor, this should suffice. So yeah, Alan Partridge gets 3 stars for me. Jacob, ever seen Alan Partridge?
I thought it was a documentary about the Partridge family dad.
No, it's better than that. Although I might watch that doc. Brennan, ever seen Alan Partridge?
I love Steve Coogan, and I've known about Alan Partridge for a long time. I've just never seen any of it, but I know I'll probably like the character. But
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the only movie. I'm not sure. I got confused as to what all
the show. Yeah, were. I've seen there's a show.
Cass, ever seen Alan Partridge?
No.
All right, Jacob, what else you see this week?
So I always see clips of this movie, and I was like, I'm gonna finally just watch the whole thing. I watched Homefront with Jason Statham, and if you've seen one generic Jason Statham movie, you've seen most of them. It was fine. He is playing a typical Jason Statham character, I think. It's also got what's her name? Winona Ryder, Kate Bosworth, James Franco. It's got a decent cast, and I think a decent story. But I think the acting is just fine. It's about Jason Statham, a former agent, trying to just keep a low profile, move into this town. Just her and her daughter, him and his daughter, and ends up getting mixed up with the wrong crowd. James Franco is the mom's brother, and he's a crime boss or whatever, and kind of runs runs things. It was fine. It was nothing to write home about. I thought James Franco's character was a little ridiculous. What's his name? Omar Benson Miller. I was pleasantly surprised to see him pop up. I think he's a good actor too. Like he's very good in like these supporting roles. I think I enjoyed him in this Sinners. He's pretty good in 8 Mile. And I really like this character here too. Give Jason Statham something to protect, and he's gonna do his best to protect that. 3 stars.
Brandon, thoughts on Homefront?
I have not seen this, but it's kind of crazy. Like we were talking about all these, like Jeffrey Dean Morgan straight to DVD movies that are like equivalent they get. How do all these Jason Statham movies keep getting like theatrical releases? Like everything he's done has
People
been
like
theatrical.
seeing him beat up bad people. That's as simple as that. People
Is
like
this
seeing it.
crushing at the box office?
Sometimes
decent.
I know Beekeeper made a shit ton of money. I don't know what Working Man
It's
did.
just nuts that like him and Gerard Butler just keep getting like actual theatrical releases. It's cool. More of that. I'll watch this.
Chris, have you seen Homefront?
Yes, I actually have. Okay.
Holy shit! Sorry, I mean, go on.
I didn't know because they're like Jacob said, there is a lot of Jason Statham movies that are exactly the same. But then when you showed the trailer, I was like, this is the one where he fucking beats up his like the parents of or whatever it was of his kid's bully, and that's how I remembered. I definitely seen this. Can't remember
How
much
many
else
stars?
about it, but I remember that scene, and we're gonna give it 2.
Oh wow.
No, I'm back to 3, man. This is again kind of like what we said about Fall. In its genre, a very serviceable movie here. You get Statham; he's being very Statham, but it's fun to watch. He's protecting his little girl, so like there's a bit of earnestness in that. Franco's fun as the scummy, guy doing drugs and wants him beat up and dead. Other fun little side characters as well. Here you go, Cass. Luke Hawks gets murdered in this movie. Statham
really?
pops him at one point. Luke Hawks, he's a wrestler who mostly has just done like, bodyguard number 4, henchman number 7 kind of type things, unfortunately. So yeah, 3 stars. Do anyone know who wrote this, by the way? ASAP question?
Was it Stallone?
Yeah, this is a Stallone script, by the way. This is something that he had probably planned at one point to be in, and it ended up being a Statham movie because he liked him from, obviously The Expendables.
By the way, yeah, Beekeeper made 162 million, and then A Working Man made 98 million. Both had $40 million budget.
Okay, so that's probably still not
Profit.
bad, but Beekeeper obviously had a bigger. Yeah, not Beekeeper. That's a big amount. Beekeeper. That's why coming soon, Beekeeper 2 with Adam Copeland, aka Edge. Check it out.
Keep
Brandon.
Okay, what do I want to talk about? I got 2 more, but I'll do 1, of course, because that's how the system works. I remember how this works. I'm really high score and a high score. I'm going to actually go with the lower movie because I want to talk about this while it's still fresh in my brain. I watched a Rob Reiner joint that I hadn't seen. I checked out The American President. I'm trying to finish my Rob Reiner filmography. Did we lose JPO?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Well, I'll just keep talking. I wanted to finish my Rob Reiner filmography as well as my why am I blanking? My Aaron Sorkin filmography because my wife loves The West Wing and I've been watching a bunch of those episodes and I know that this movie was kind of the reason for The West Wing being made. I thought that Michael Douglas plays a great president. It was a nice seeing it's a political movie that's not too political. It's actually like more of a rom-com, if anything. So I thought that was nice. I thought Annette Bening was really good in this. I enjoyed, just seeing like a different side of political movies. It was nice to see. And then you get that Aaron Sorkin writing in there. And he's, you can tell that he took, this is almost like West Wing light. Like if you like the West Wing and you want it a little bit more.
Is it A Few Good Men?
No, it's American President.
Oh shit! I heard Sorkin, and I guessed.
Oh, close. That's gonna be next. A Few Good Men to be next. This was just streaming. This was leaving soon on Netflix, so I wanted to check it out. But no, I really like this because I like The West Wing a lot, and this was kind of scratches that itch, but a little bit lighter actually. some comedy in there, and then you can obviously see he wrote Martin Sheen so good as his chief of staff that he gave him the president role in The West Wing. So I really like this movie. 90s haircuts galore. But yeah, 4 stars for like a different spin on things. But there is, it's not too political, but you still get that Sorkinisms and that Sorkin writing. You could see it scratched his itch. He's like, I'm gonna go even bigger and make like a huge show about this. So yeah.
Chris, ever seen what is this? American President.
No, this looks old. I definitely didn't see this.
95.
Well, were you not here for Bride of Frankenstein earlier? Oh, yeah, you weren't.
Yeah.
I have not seen this one either here, but yeah, let me know if you could men. I can talk about that. Jacob.
I have not seen it either.
All right. My last movie here, I always love to, again, well, I guess it worked last time with
My Cass.
Thomas Partridge. Oh, Cass, have you still not seen anything? Oh, you still haven't seen? Sweet. Anywho. Last movie here, Lay the Favorite. Let me lay this cast down. Well, first let me share this trailer here. And then let me lay down this cast here. Because,
Spelled favorite
oh my
wrong.
God, I'm stacked. No, I didn't. Shut up, Canadian. Rebecca Hall, Bruce Willis, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Joshua Jackson, Laura Prepon, Frank Grillo, Vince Vaughn, John Carroll Lynch, Corbin Burson, Joel Murray in a movie that's totally forgettable, directed by Stephen Frears, who has done better things like High Fidelity, Dangerous Liaisons. Hey, did Philomena with Steve Coogan. So Rebecca Hall is a former stripper with talent, with numbers, lands her a job with a pro gambler who runs a sport book in Las Vegas. She kind of bounced back and forth between Bruce Willis's joint and Vince Vaughn's. Vince Vaughn's maybe the best part about this here. He's very Vaughn-y. He's got some quick, one-liners. He's kind of fun. That's about really it to a large degree here. I mean, it's just never all that funny. You don't really like the main character here. You're never that engrossed in the story. It's really kind of paint by numbers. They're throwing a lot of characters out at you, but again, you're never really that intrigued, engrossed by any of them here. Laura Prepon from That 70s Show does have a sunbathing scene, so if you're into that, maybe that's the reason to check it out. But besides that, really, there's just not a hell of a lot going on here. Like, I like these people, but I really didn't love this movie. I really wanted to get more engrossed, and I kind of eked my way to 2 stars at the end here. Jacob, ever seen Lay the Favorite?
Never even heard of it until just now.
Yeah, that's my goal. Brandon.
No, but I do love that, like, I know, thoughts and prayers going to Bruce Willis right now, but I just love that, like, for the next 50 years, we'll still be stumbling upon just random-ass Bruce Willis movies. That makes me feel good.
Last episode was, next episode will be another random-ass Nicolas Cage one.
That's why he did them all. He was just like, when I'm gone, people can just find them.
Chris, ever seen Lay the Favorite?
No, but I did see Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri against Team Angle in a ladder match.
Fuck yeah, I love to.
Now, here's the thing. They're starting to repeat, because I swear to God this was on last night.
Was it? I think they're just doing a bunch of ladder
I
matches
think they're
right now.
repeating.
Wait, on what?
Maybe. So it's a live stream on the Vault called Oops All Matches, and it's the most random ECW, then a WWF house show, then NXT, and back to WWE to WCW. It's the most random.
Where do I find this? Tell me.
WWE Vault, YouTube. It's a live stream right now. Yeah.
Oh, the YouTube.
Yeah. No, it's fun, but I swear maybe it's only because like they do sometimes have niches where like they're showing you like nothing but big jobbers or big guys squashing people in job matches, and then all of a sudden there's this ladder match loop all of a sudden. So,
yeah.
But I swear they did show this yesterday because I was watching Tajiri and Eddie fight yesterday. So, but anyway, quick we talk about wrestling on a movie channel. That might be it for a long time. First time this week here, as always, let's talk about some movies here. Jacob, plugs, parting words. The floor is yours. I know it's not Lonely Marks. You don't want to hang out tonight.
Plugs. I'm doing comedy tomorrow, so if you're in the state of Washington, come check it out. And then whenever JPO, Steve, and I schedule it, I'll be in the wrestling trivia tournament on his channel as well. So, boom.
Speaking of people playing wrestling with trivia, Brendan. Oh no, I didn't let him in. Brendan Cohen, plugs, parting words. The floor is yours. Don't feel bad. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'll be opening for Jacob tomorrow night, so come see that. I need to write more killing myself to Buffy bits.
I say that off air, not
more
on air.
WCW Nitro murder tape bits. yeah, you can find. I have a debate coming out. I tried to get my hand back in the debate thing.
That first guy was weird. He only talked about Buffy, Suicide, and WCW deep cuts.
Why is there nobody left at the show?
Hey, I would kill. Yeah, watch that
Myself,
debate when it
because
comes
Buffy's not
out. Because it will be my last debate I ever do. Because I wanted to put my foot back in it, and I hate debates. It's too stressful for me. So don't watch that. You'll watch Cass and I eventually. The problem with being at the top is there's no one to play. So you'll see us eventually defend our belts, and then you'll probably see some combination of the four of us, I think, in later matches of the Lights Out singles tournament, I would imagine. I need to play Jacob.
Chris.
I don't play Jacob. I need to play Jacob.
Chris, you kind of added to tonight with Homefront. Plugs, parting words.
Yeah, go watch Lights Out, where I'm going to banish Brian Nussbaum to the Shadow Realm.
You got Nussbaum?
I got Nussbaum.
Oh,
I'm going to banish him to the Shadow Realm, and he will never be seen again.
Who did I
That's all I
get?
got.
Well, for Jacob, for Brandon, for Chris, for me, for everyone that watched, hey, we appreciate your views. Let us know if you saw anything fun this week, and like, subscribe for more shenanigans here on the Periscope. And hey,